Hey guys, Jason Christie here. Just got off the water, Lake St. Clair for the Northern Open, and we were fortunate enough we're going to be taking this back to Oklahoma. You know, one of the key things for me this week was not being familiar with the water. I found one area close to the mouth of the river. I think the fish were kind of migrating through, and I had a few residents there. And I was able to find this area. You know, I got a couple of key bites. I used my low range structure scan, eyelet around. What it ended up being was a football field, just a sandy flat with, I don't know, 15 to 20, 25 little isolated patches of grass about the size of my truck. And I was able to waypoint those and then come in during the tournament and cast. And, you know, the first day the wind was blowing really hard. It was hard to cast anything. I caught everything that I weighed the first day, dragging a Carolina rig with a Yum salamander on it. You know, it's a bigger bait. That's what I wanted. I wasn't here to get a lot of bites. I wanted the bigger bites. And the second day, I get out there and I go to dragging the rig, and it just wasn't working. My co-angler put on a clinic, and I end up going to the tube. You know, just a Yum 4-inch Garrett tube, green pumpkin. And one of the things on that was really key, I was fishing 14 foot deep, and a lot of these fish were suspended up. They were 6, 7 foot off the water. You know, for what reason, I'm not sure. But I kept seeing them on my graph, and I would throw this tube out on a 3/4 ounce head, let it hit bottom, and just rip it. I mean, and try to get it 7, 8, 9 foot off the bottom and let it fall. And every bite that I got, you know, was on that fall. It was totally reaction bite. You know, I was using my signature series frog rod. And why a frog rod? It was just, you know, it's from Falcon. It just set up right. I didn't want a real long rod. I wanted something quick that I could pop it out of the grass. And it has a soft tip, but it would load up good. And then of course I was using a 7-to-1 smoke. I was able to gather that line really quick because they'll hit you at the end, and then you can gather line and load into them. You know, everything had to go right. I didn't lose a fish all week. You know, the water was extremely rough the first couple of days. You know, the Ranger, the Mercury, the motor guide took a pounding, but everything's working just fine after the tournament. So, you know, it's a good win. We're headed to Grand Lake next spring, and hopefully we can bring home a trophy about that tall and about that wide.